On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off at the 14.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Ready.
To throw is Winston. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. He got 29 yards that time.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got the step on him. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Let's go. Green, triple C.
A first down throw for Winston. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. It's hard to do. When you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Winston to Godwin on the connection there for a Tampa Bay first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ready. Move away. Sonic. Green, triple C.
And they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Brooks Reed with a tackle.
And while there was no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. I think we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity may have to go out the window, and they've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. Easy. Boys, up. Sonic.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
On every snap, the defense is trying to establish who they are, but on 3rd and short, that's really when you put it out there and tell people who you are, and that's exactly what they did. For the offense, they're looking at their offensive line and saying, guys, where are you? We need you on those plays.
Winston keeps it himself. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Ready.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A give to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The give is to Jones. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. They'll try to throw now. Winston. Flushed out right. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Tampa Bay.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Here's Chandler Catanzaro for the extra point. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And that'll make our score 14-7.
They wanted you to score that touchdown. They really wanted you to score that touchdown, bro. This motherfucker broke 3 tackles to get in that zone. For the QB.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And here now come the Falcons. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout. Third and long. It's Ryan. flush to his right. He may try and run for this. And got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And from down in Miami, an update. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. This is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Wow, Marcus.
Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson. 62 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Jameis to throw it. And he hurls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Aaron Ripkowski, his first touchdown on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And finding the tight end, Hooper. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Ryan on 1st down. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Shit, bro.
I know exactly why he tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Again on 2nd and 10. It's Ryan. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go deep down the left sideline. Breaking that one up was Justin Evans. Read it perfectly. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, Ryan. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. unable to find anyone open.
Here's Matt Bosher now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll run it now out of the gun, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On 1st and 10, Winston. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Final play of the half here, Winston. He's going to air one out. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've hit halftime. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. They go play action here on first down. Jackson's got it over the middle. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
That was fucking amazing right there. Nigga just missed the whole ball. Sitting on that shit. Just missed the whole ball.
They'll run it with Jones. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
This is Jones. He'll get it to the 23-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. On
3rd down, here's Jones. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he's into
Nigga just walked right by the nigga.
Touchdown.
The fuck?
Ronald Jones, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Escaping the pressure right. And
Oh, fuck.
this is incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree
What's that
about
nigga
as
off?
efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
We're in the fucking
let's face it,
dome,
when you're
nigga.
running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
It's caught. Jones. 83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a first down here.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Can't fucking call height. Bruh. God
And with the
damn.
play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they
Okay,
burn one
man.
here in this third quarter. From the gun, it's Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To throw again is Ryan. Flush to his right. Looking downfield for Jones. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter. So we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle.
Well, we stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, Winston.
Fuck, I missed it.
And he's got a man. It's the
Fuck, I
tight end
missed it.
Howard complete.
I knew you was going there,
He's
too.
going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On play action, Winston. This is caught inside the 15.
Good ass play.
And he takes it down deep into Atlanta territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
All right. Fuck up, play.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on?
And that ball, bro.
Is going to be the result. If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go ahead and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. They'll go again to Jones, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
Decision.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they have regained the lead. So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, and having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went. No adjustment.
It's caught inside the 25.
That nigga cold,
It's a big play there for Atlanta.
That nigga cold.
59 yards.
Tell the truth, partner. You didn't
That was a
think you was
corner on
coming
that nigga,
with
too?
one, did you? Come on, tell me the truth.
No, I didn't. I'll tell you what, though.
Hell of a fucking throw.
With that length. Talk about giving your team a little juice.
Oh, big time. I mean, everyone's going to be excited about that one, whether you're on the field or not. It permeates its way through the entire team, and I can't wait to see what they do on the next
P.I.,
down.
bro.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Fucking
I remember Coach
P.I.
told me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Being chased out left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Ryan. And the
He
3rd
fucking
down pass
dropped this
falls
shit.
incomplete.
I couldn't have put it in there no
Good
better
job
than
there
that, bro.
creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be
Put
able to
that
hold
shit
them to
in
3.
there.
And Bryant's kick is good.
Fucking dropping TDs, Julio.
24. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point In this case, a field goal.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have
I thought that was a play action. He got me with that shit.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
More than 3.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Fourth quarter.
Back now in Atlanta. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Jones. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
On 3rd down, it's Jones, and he's got
Fuck, he can't get up in the church.
Before he's brought down at the 42. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Here's Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Ricardo Allen, the safety, makes the stop.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And on the ground they go with the running back. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Winston. Caught on the right side by Jones. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 12 yards and a first down. And they'll go on the ground. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Second down, Winston. And the hit
Go,
charge
D.
loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
Just Hawkins.
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now Catanzaro comes on in a pressure spot. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game. That time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Matt Bosher now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario Get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Jameis now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
Here's Brian Anger now, standing just about on his own goal line. Atlanta now coming out on the field.
They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Here's Ryan. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
21.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Ryan will throw again. And, a crusher there. It's intercepted.
Fuck.
Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a very good
He underthrew
return
the
as he
fuck
takes
out
us
that
all the way
nigga,
up
bro.
to the 35-yard line. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens.
Nigga Matt Ryan, like he just fucking got noodle arm in that bitch.
So good starting field
Yeah, that nigga
position
beat.
for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Yeah, that
3
nigga
yards on the
fucking beat,
pickup there,
man.
and it'll be 2nd down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Black 25. Green, triple C.
And they'll run it here. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with
Fuck,
4th
man.
down.
A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not at a premium. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.
So for the Bucs, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.